Alright, so we're walking through here, guys. We're going to give you a quick little rundown. This is a C920 Logitech camera that sits back here in the background. Everybody's like, dude, how come your shit's all dusty? Well, if you don't know who I am, we're going to get to all this in a second, and the reason why I'm finally going to say fuck it and finish all this, and we're going to jump off a bridge, and you guys are going to be right here with me, whether or not I succeed or fail. And hopefully by the love and grace of God, man, and every one of you guys clicking the button, just click the button, man. That's all you got to do. We're going to go further than a C920 and an empty Rockstar can that had a star on it, and it was just something cool to throw up here on my mantle. And you know, there's an old candle back there. Here's an old set of LEDs that is actually the LEDs that are down here, and they're color changing their RGB. This is part of you know, fucking surround sound system. Just some studio sound dampening shit right here, guys. Some old motherboard boxes from computer builds that I have. There's tons of parts in every one of these boxes here. There's boxes upon boxes. It's behind boxes, computer boxes. I bought all this stuff myself, man. Nobody's giving me a sponsorship. I've never been sponsored by it. Everything that y'all see, I bought, man. I started with this shit. I started with, honestly, when I met my girlfriend, she had a dual-core Lenovo laptop. And out of that laptop, I played World of Warcraft. I didn't make any videos or nothing like that, but I was watching streamers. And I was like, dude, I really want to fucking do this. I really want to give that a shot. And I started streaming. And I built an AMD FX 8350, and I started streaming with a GTX 1050 Ti 2 gig card. And then I sold that computer, and I built this one right here, and I named this one Stormy. And my idea for this computer was to build it after a stormtrooper. So I bought all white and black parts, and I built this computer here. And what this computer is now is, it's a Ryzen 7. It's this CPU that's in here. And it's this motherboard. It's an X470 Prime Pro, and it's a Ryzen 7 8-core 16-thread first gen 1700 CPU. It's the very first Ryzen 7 1700 first gen that there is. And then it has a 120 mil AIO on it, X470 Prime Pro board. It's in a Cooler Master master box. I think it's an MD515 case. And it's really great airflow. And then it has a Cooler Master 550 power supply that's in it. And I love this computer, right? So what we're going to do now with this computer, guys, is we're going to turn it into our stream-only PC. And this one here will be dedicated for only when we go live. That's the whole purpose of this. When we go live, that'll be this one's job. And then this year, I built this one about 2 months ago. And this one right here is Asus Master motherboard. It's my GTX 1080 that I still have because I cannot get another graphics card. I just don't have the money right now, man. I keep it real with you. There's a couple $100 in Corsair fans that's in this. This is my RAM out of that computer that's in this. I'm going to get a Corsair RAM for this, so that this whole ecosystem in this computer's Corsair. Corsair everything, AIOs, right? I have the top of it off right now. So there is push-pull that's on this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fans just in it for intake and exhaust. 3 that's on the graphics card, and then another fan that's down here on the power supply that's on this computer. So, moving on from there, what I run is a Logitech G513. I actually love that I've worn out my WASD keys like this, guys, right here. Because when I throw I can feel them. I mean, I have keycap holders and I can change them, but I like that. I feel like I've earned it. It's comfortable to me. And then I run, for World of Warcraft, I run a Corsair Scimitar. And I also run a Logitech G305 for Apex Legends. That kind of stuff right there. And I also have a Corsair Dark Core Pro that's up here too. If I wanted to run this, I could run this. I wonder if this thing still even turns on. No, oh, it does. Wow, it's still got a charge in it. Holy shit, I haven't used this in like 3 or 4 months. Go Corsair. Alright, so yeah, she's super fucking dusty, and this is what you guys usually see, right? We have a smart TV that's here. This is a 27-inch Asus TUF 165 Hz 1440p monitor. This is an Asus MG248Q 144 Hz 1080p monitor. I just have it turned vertical because the stand allows it to turn and stuff like that. And then this is a 27-inch TV that's up here. I'm going to be getting rid of this and try to get another matching monitor for down here, or for actually up there. And then this is my little homemade boombox system that I have. I have it just screwed onto the top of my partition that I built. Now, if you guys remember, or if anybody's been watching me since I started doing this, there was fucking nothing here, guys. All this looked like this. Okay? It was like this. This is just shit that I have that's thrown up here. But I mean, it was all unfinished like this. This is how it all is. Oh yeah, I have my microphone. A lot of people ask me, well, how's your microphone mounted up there? Well, I have it screwed in up here into the joists, and then we have it zip tied, and then actually metal O-rings and stuff that's in there. There's metal clamps that's in there, and then we have them screwed into the 2x4s, and then we just have, you know, our mic boom arm and all that stuff, and it hangs down, and you can hang it up, and then it'll hang from the ceiling if you want. And then up here, guys, we have, this is another Logitech camera. This is a 270, this one right here. It's a Logitech 270. This is my keyboard cam. It gives you that angle of like this as it's hanging up here. This is the view of it. And then right here, my main camera that I stream off of is a Logitech Stream Cam. This is a 1080p, 60 FPS, crispy looking camera. This is the next thing. The next thing that after this is a DSLR, and I didn't have the money for a DSLR camera, so I spent $200 on this. I live in Canada. I bought me a Type-C extension cable, and it works. It works great. It's got a little tripod with it. I film lots of videos. All the content you guys have watched in the last couple of months have came off of this camera. All the content before that came off of this camera. And then this camera used to be the one in the back. I used to have only this one in the back. Now it's my 920 in the back. And this one, because I've got a new camera, right? And we'll keep cycling them and moving them and shuffling them along. So this is all my stuff. This is all my old little Windex bottles, because I try to keep the shit as clean as I possibly can, dude. But it's hard to fucking do when you have a wood-burning stove. This is my wood-burning stove, guys. We got a little bit of pot of water that's on the top of it because it gets dry in here as it heats up. And you could see, you know, I'm cutting wood all the time. I'm cutting everything. So this is my old summer tires right here off of my truck. I got a 2019 F-150 FX4. And, yeah, you could see that for some reason this tire wore unevenly. Random shit. But these tires here are the ones that's off my truck, and I just have them just in case, you know, whatever. I have plans to get a new truck, but what I think I'm about to do to this barn, I might not be getting a new truck now. These tires here are off of my stepson's car. He's got an '01 Corolla that we bought him. It's his first car, and I bought him winter tires because we live in Nova Scotia, and you got to have fucking winter tires, boys. So, you know, as you're living, and, you know, I do roofs. I own a construction company. I've got all that shit, right? I've got tons of tools, toolboxes, tool chests, shit all down here. And, you know, like, this is, boys, I get up on the fucking roof, I build fucking houses, I'm dirty all fucking day long. I come home, thank God that I have built myself, you know, I'll go in, take my showers, get all cleaned up after I'm done on the fucking roof. I come in here, I throw me a couple of pieces of wood that I'll generally try to keep in a box that's over here so that it keeps the sawdust the fuck down, because I'm still chopping up pallets and shit and burning them to try to offset some of the cost of the wood that I burn that's out here, right? Because I'm not a rich fucking man, boys. And girls, ladies and gentlemen, you know, so that's, yeah, here we are. So there's our stove, and, you know, I'll generally just come on over here, and then when I'm over here, this is what you guys see, you know? This is it. And we have our camera angle set up so that that's everything that I built is right here. But right here on the other side of this wall is everything else. And it's not finished. I'm in a barn. I'm outside. I mean, what I've done so far to get ready for this project is My front main doors, these are barn swinging open doors. They open all the way up. We've got it spray foam insulated, all cracks. I've got new door jambs that are in around this door here. We've got different shit that's going to be coming in and going in for storm doors that's going to go here. And we're going to have a new security door that's going up here. All of this is all getting finished. Ceiling, I'm going to hang drywall on the ceiling. I got vapor barrier yesterday. I started to hang some vapor barrier up in here. As you guys can see, there's some vapor barrier in here. I got to go around the walls and pull all the nails out. And then go and backfill, because I just wanted to see if I just put this up, is it going to make a difference? And I said, dude, if I'm going to do all this, fuck it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it right. So I got to go get some insulation. We're going to insulate these outside walls. And because it's a cold zone, you got to have your vapor barrier there. And then we're going to hang our drywall up. I don't think I'm necessarily going to finish the drywall. I just want it hung. That way I'm not losing heat. Because 80% of my heat is going through this little 1/2-inch plywood, and that's the only thing that's keeping heat in right now in between my joists. So we're heating this entire room up right here, and the loft that goes up the stairs right here, I've hung a tarp up here just to try to hold some of the heat that's in. Again, I had no intention to do any of this out here. This was my barn. It was somewhere for me to go and play video games, and it had all my fucking tools in it, dude. When you were out here and you're hanging out and you're smoking weed or having a drink, you got you a wood burning stove so you're not fucking cold. Because outside, guys, here it is. More roofing stuff I got, more damn tools. So you can see we have a 2-story loft here. How big this fucking barn actually is.